Hello, and welcome back to yet another retro channel. Today was going to be the Romulator build. However, um, I need a Raspberry Pi 3 or 4 to program and configure it, and that has yet to arrive. So we're postponing that for this week. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look back at the Amstrad CPC 464. Now, we're not actually focusing on the Amstrad. What we are going to focus on is um, in the past couple of months, we have taken a look at several retro PCs and ways to load software onto them. We've put a lot of focus into how to load tape software. For instance, with the Amstrad CPC, we added audio input jacks to the back of it and connected into the cassette system so that we could load software from external devices such as a cell phone, a tablet, a computer, or the TZX Duino that we built. We also checked out how to use the TZX Duino on other devices such as the Tandy color computer. But today we're going to take a look at something a little different. It's still to load cassette software. However, it's a solution I hadn't heard of before. One of my viewers put a comment on one of my Facebook posts in one of the Facebook groups that on the actual the TRS-80 TZX Duino video that he had installed something into his TRS-80 color computer that made his life a lot easier loading cassette software. And then I saw another YouTuber post a video about one of these. And I had actually ordered some and was going to do a video on them, but hadn't gotten around to it yet. So I'm going to jump in and do it now because we have a little break from the Apple and from the other work that we've got. And what we've got is this. This is a little Bluetooth board. And what it does, it acts as a Bluetooth transceiver, and it can pair with devices as an audio receiver. So what this will do, if we put it into any retro computer with a cassette interface, an audio interface, it will allow you to Bluetooth your software over from your cell phone, your tablet, your computer, to your now paired, Bluetooth paired retro computer. I thought that was such a brilliant solution, I had to try it. Now these are dirt cheap. I got these little modules off of Amazon, and for a 2-pack, so you get 2 of them, it cost me about $7.50, including tax. Now I have Bluetooth, or I have Amazon Prime, so I don't have to pay shipping. But 2 of these for $7.50. That means each one of these is about $3.75. And the only thing you need beyond this and your Bluetooth device that you're going to pair it with is a little bit of hookup wire. And I've already gone ahead and attached the hookup wire to these. We need to provide it with 5 volts, so we're going to hook into the battery connection here. Now, these devices do have USB, micro USB connections. You can plug that in to get power, and it's got a 3.5-inch headphone jack, so you can use this to create a little headphone adapter without anything special, just some USB power and a set of wired headphones. But we hooked in 2 wires to the plus and minus at the battery connection where we need to provide it with 5 volts. And we've got a wire for the left signal. We have left ground and right. We only need, for these old machines, we only need 1 signal. So we're going to only pull the left. And I've already gone ahead, like I said, and soldered on the wires. So all we have to do is open up the CPC, wire it in, and give it a test. This is going to be a very short video, I think. We shouldn't have to do much more than, like I said, wire it in and test it. I have already gone ahead and disconnected the cover, or the top portion of the CPC. As you know, usually we have this connector connected here, and we have the keyboard connector or keyboard ribbon cables wired in here. But I've already disconnected those. And what we're actually going to do is we are going to wire in almost exactly the same as we did for the external audio jacks. We're going to wire the signal in to the top leg of, I think it's C, let me check real quick. I think it's C317 or 316, but I want to tell you guys the right thing, so let me check. I have the wire soldered in the way. It's C317 or 316. It is this connection right here. So we're just going to wire our signal to that. Sorry, my soldering iron went a little cold, timed out on me. Let's make, oh, come on. There we go. There's that connection. And now we need a 5-volt and a ground. Ground will be here, where we wired the grounds for the external ports, jacks rather. Okay, this should all now be ground, and I just need to locate a 5-volt source. So give me a minute. Okay, I believe that I can get 5 volts off of pin 3 of the connector here. So I will try that. Making sure that's not bridging anything it shouldn't be. Oh, I think we're good. All right. Now, I'm just going to use some double-sided tape to both insulate and affix that module to the bottom of the keyboard. Now that should be all right. Now let's reassemble for testing. And power on the bench supply. Ooh. Nope. We're getting current limiting. I have made a mistake somewhere. So we'll have to do a little checking, figure out where I screwed up. Okay, it would appear the power wires were shorting to the keyboard. I was concerned about that when I taped it up there, but a little Kapton tape should do the trick. Okay, there we go. Why aren't you seeing anything? Okay, sorry about that. I was having a little trouble with my capture setup for the PAL systems. So, as you can see, we are booted and we're in Parados. I have hooked up the DDI5. I'm going to load a game. I don't know if it needs the extra memory, but the DDI5 does provide boost the memory up to 512K. So we're going to go ahead now and take a look at it and attempt to load. Now, I have on my Android phone, I have paired with the little Bluetooth device inside the Amstrad, so the pairing worked. The program you see running is called Tap Dancer. It's the only one I could find that would play CDT Amstrad tape files on the Android. There may be others out there that I'm just not aware of, but uh, this one is available now. With this, you simply click the eject. You select the file you want to load, and I'm going to load Arkanoid CDT. Select that, and it'll say ready. So in Parados on the Amstrad, we do have to switch into tape mode from disk mode. So that is the pipe symbol and tape. Enter. Now I'm in tape mode. So if I hit the little control and little enter, it should automatically put in the run command. It wants me to press play on the tape device and then press enter. And you will notice no wires whatsoever. So I will go ahead and hit play and enter on the Amstrad. We are now playing. So I will zip forward for you so you can so you don't have to wait so long for the tape to load. Well, you get the idea. Now you did see that I paused. The tape counter on this device shows that there's still 72 clicks left. I'm guessing that means that Arkanoid, it might load additional information, additional levels or something like that later. This method obviously doesn't allow for the control, the motor control that the Amstrad uses through its normal loading method. Obviously, with the built-in cassette, or we did give it the control signal on the uh, jacks that we installed. So I just paused it as soon as it loaded up on the screen, and if it had gone to try to load more information, I could probably unpause it and let it go. The system would have done that automatically had it had the control signal linked up, but obviously with the Bluetooth that doesn't happen. So there you have it. We have loaded software through Bluetooth onto the Amstrad CPC 464. Now that can be applied to most 8-bit retro computers, any that have a cassette input that uses audio, any that take a direct audio input. You should be able to put one of these modules in. Now, you may have to experiment with where to connect the audio signal up. With the Amstrad, as you know, we hooked it up to the front end of capacitor. I believe it was 317, 316, 317, prior to the two amplification stages. And what happens when you hook it up there is the signal first goes through that capacitor, which removes any DC offset, and then the two amplification stages get you the right signal level and um, produce a nice clean square wave that the CPC wants for input. So you may have to find just the right input location on each computer that you're looking at. We already knew it for the CPC, so that made life a little easier. You may have to do a little signal tracing, a little scoping to see where you're going to get the best quality signal by inputting. But a cheap and easy solution for loading software onto our old retro computers. So that being said, and that demonstration being over, that'll do it for today. Like I said, it was a short one. So if you enjoyed the video, if you found it useful, give me a like, thumbs up. That does help the channel out. Comment in the section below, both because I really do love engaging with you folks, and you know, like I said, one of you viewers gave me this idea originally, so you know, you guys are great. Also, that does help the channel and helps this video get promoted to more people. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I release new videos. Share the video to your friends, to your social media, and that'll help me get out there to more folks. I am trying to boost my subscriber count at this point. My watch time is doing well. You guys are helping me out great there, but I need to get some more subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you would, please share this out to your social media groups, to your friends, and maybe some of them will subscribe and give me a hand. Speaking of friends, don't forget to check out my friends in the 8-bit YouTube Retro Repairers group. Those are Captain Commodore, Lee, Steve from 8-bit Retro Refix, Joseph from Joseph Retro Bits, 8 Bits in the Basement, our new member, Duncan from Retro Crazy, and Retro for You, which is Neil. Their channels will be linked in the description below. Also, if you are available this Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, or 7:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, we will be doing our monthly live stream. That will be hosted, I believe, on Steve's channel. So there'll be a link for that in the description below as well. And that's thank you to my patrons. Their names are flashing up on the screen now. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links to both Patreon and Ko-Fi in the description below. I think that covers everything, except for to say have a great week, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you on the next video. This weekend, I think we might be doing a little Commodore work, so come check that out. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a great week again, and we'll see you then. Talk to you later. Bye.